Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Viking Conquest. Now, when we left off, we had just a little bit of bother with a couple of vassals from the Kingdom of Warband, and now we have recruited quite a few units. We have actually 98 in the garrison right now, and we have 149 in our party as I say that. So, yeah, let's just take a look real quick here. So, as you see, I did recruit a huge amount of Danish units at Reeb. I just stayed there for about 2 weeks, in-game weeks, and recruited as many as I could, went all the way back on the ship, fought some Vikings around here to hopefully get enough wages to be able to sustain this particular type of lifestyle. And yeah, we leveled up a couple of them as well. Some of them became some veteran spearmen here. Unfortunately, we have not been able to level up any of these nobles yet. These I have actually just rescued from various vassals. I have not leveled any one of them up, so I'm very lucky in that case, but yeah, it is quite difficult considering. And yes, we have taken a huge amount of prisoners, and we've also leveled up. So as you can see, Borgar has leveled up, so we are going to be specking his 2 points. But what 2 points are we going to be placing? I have no idea. What are we going to be doing here? Let's see. Well, not Weapon Master. I think that's not really going to help us out too much. I'm thinking looting. Maybe tactics. I think we already have a person that has a good amount of tactics, so don't really need that. Inventory management. That would probably help. So let's go for looting and riding. Make him a little bit faster on his pony, perhaps? I suppose. That seems to be the way to go. Okay, that will be fine. So, as you can probably see, we are having a great deal of difficulty with a variety of different things right here. One of them being that Edinburgh was taken by the Kingdom of Warband. This is when I was actually at Reeb. So, yeah. That was a little bit of trouble, I have to admit. So we're going to be taking it back. We are going to be attempting to take it back at least. The Kingdom of Ullard is no longer at war with us, so hopefully that's going to be good. Now let's build some mantlets here, let's build some ladders as well, and let's also plan the siege. Okay, yes, we do want to build some sanitation, and we're going to lose a little bit of morale, which is unfortunate, but I'm only hoping that I do not get... Wow, I got interrupted that quickly, and he's from... Wait a minute. Is he from the Kingdom of East Angle? Is he really? Wow, if he is, this is going to grind my gears rather significantly, because I was expecting to be interrupted by none other than a Kingdom of Warband vassal. So, if this fellow is actually seeking to interrupt us this much, then he must really have quite a big grudge. Wow. People with grudges, everyone. I do not really appreciate that. That is for sure. So, yes, we do have a couple of cavalry units. Not too many. We actually have only one, it says, on the tag, but I do believe that is incorrect. We do have about 6. Is that 6? Yes, that is 6. Aha, okay. Well, let's hope they don't get taken out too easily. We do have that additional point in riding skill, so I hope I'll be a little bit more mobile when it comes to taking out these enemy units here. So how many archers do we have? None. We have horse archers, and that is it. So let us charge everyone in, I do believe. Wait a minute, are we going to charge them in, or we're just going to tell them to hold position? I think we'll tell them to hold position, but we're going to have a little bit of difficulty here, I do believe, because as you can see, they are going to be throwing quite a few javelins at us. I think we're actually just going to tell everyone to charge, because at the moment, I do seem to be distracting these guys rather considerably. As you also see, they don't appear to have very many high-level units, so I am actually going to be very, very pleased if we are able to take all of these guys out. Of course, I do want to focus on this guy. Oh yeah, take him off his horse. That's what you get. And now we can just ride on, because at least he is off his horse. Don't really need to worry about him now. He has a very limited mobility, and oh, he saw us coming right there. He definitely saw us coming. And I'm actually thinking I might be turning off the casualty reports, because as you can probably tell, it does appear to be clouding the screen rather considerably, and I have already reduced the font size once. So, yeah, that is causing a great deal of trouble when we kill a lot of units in a row, of course. So I'm unsure. I am unsure, but yes, I would like to keep it on for information's sake, but most of the time it does appear to be quite distracting. There we are, took out one of their leaders, thank you very much, and we can also stab the rest of their units. Or not, because mounted nobles are our bane, apparently. Yes, 54 damage to the face. That is rather unfortunate and rather upsetting, if I do say so myself. Ah. And it appears as though our units are doing exactly the same thing as they did previously, and that is, of course, to have some weird shield wall formation and not decide to charge in. As you can see, they are being quite irritating, so I am going to be retreating here. And we lose a lot of renown, but I don't believe that will make too much difference, because, as you see, we have 90 troops against 66, so we are just going to be heading back in there and attempting to take them out. Now, do bear in mind that we only have 5% HP on Borgar right now, but we do have a new battlefield to deal with, which will hopefully provide us with the means to attain victory against this fellow right here without actually dying ourselves. Hopefully that will be the case at least. Now, we are having a great deal of difficulty with our wages. I have had to basically fight Vikings every single time I have attempted to go out on the open waves, and I've had to go from Bebbanborough as well, rather than Edinburgh, of course, because that has been taken. So, yes, it is a little bit tricky, I have to say. But I'm hopeful that it will actually resolve itself once we are able to take Edinburgh. But yes, it really depends on how many units we lost in this encounter. If we lost too many, then I suppose we could say goodbye to our potential siege of Edinburgh. I would have loved to have been able to try because, of course, it's a town. And it being a town means that it's going to give us a lot more money, if we are awarded it, of course. And having that money will enable us to pay more troops and more effectively deal with our weekly wages. But at the moment, it does not appear as though that is going to be the case, which is very, very bad indeed. So we're going to have to see what we can do about that. But yes, I did say in the previous episode I would be attempting to get some off-screen progression done. And I have done just that. Of course, with the amount of units that we have, but many of them are quite low level, as you can see. These are all spearmen. They're not too low level, but they are quite, shall we just say, medium tier, which is fine. They are not bad at all in comparison to our opponents right here. I am actually going to just tell everyone to charge in once again, because I do not want to get shot and killed immediately, so I'd like to potentially use some of our units as a smoke screen so that I can get in behind them and potentially do a little bit of thrusting. You never know. And, of course, we do want to make sure that we do not die once again. Dying is not good. That is for sure. Yes. Dying is not good. ReformistTM 2015. Right. Of course. Very, very good. Okay, so, yes, what we can do is just take these guys out very, very quickly indeed. Hopefully not get shot. Once again, I'd like to take this guy off his horse. Thank you. And I believe that is it. Yes, these guys are going to be absolutely massacred. I do not believe there is any hope for them to survive. And even though we... Oh, really? We lost one of our Rekars? That is not good. And a veteran... Where is this champion unit? Wow, he was just taken out by a Sphere Warrior. Please let me be able to take this guy prisoner. I was having a couple of difficulties with that, I do believe. Yes, there we go. Okay, so... Whoa, this is going to be great. So, yes, I have not actually had the pleasure of taking any vassals prisoner, or should we say any vassals units prisoner. So, thankfully enough, we are able to do it this time. And we are going to be very, very pleased with that indeed. I can imagine that we're going to be getting a huge amount of money for this. So let us see. Let's see how much we can take. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to take everything and more if I increase my prisoner capacity by recruiting more of these rescued prisoners as well. Wow, this is going to be very, very nice, I do believe. Wow, I can foresee us actually getting maybe above 15,000, maybe another 7,000 from these prisoners? What do you guess? Well, make a guess, and we'll see whether it is correct. Oh my goodness. Okay, so more skirmishes, thank you very much. That will be it. 92 out of 92. And oh yeah, this is what we like. This is why I love fighting Vikings and vassals. We're able to get access to some very good armaments, and these armaments can be sold for a rather large sum. Now, I do need to get these battle trophies as well. I've not had the pleasure of getting any of these for quite some time, so I'm very pleased about that. And let's get a couple more pieces of loot as well. We are really on the cusp of things at the moment, and I'm actually now coming to the realization that Edinburgh is not available for us to sell at. So, what are we going to do? Well, one thing's for sure, I am going to cut away here because I want to change the casualty reports, and we'll actually see whether that makes a big difference to our cinematic experience, or shall we say our video experience. So yeah, by all means, let me know what you think in the comments about the comparisons between the two. Whether you want the casualties on, or whether you want the casualties off, let me know. So, yes, I will see you soon. Okay, so after having turned off the casualty reports, we actually have a rather unique real-time event that we have not encountered before. We have accumulated the heads of enemies and dead peasants. Do you want to launch them over the walls to undermine the morale of the enemy and cause disease? And we have two options. What? You're a crazy maniac. Do not do that. Or, sure, it will be useful when negotiating their surrender. So, that would be quite intimidating, I do believe, but I am unsure whether this is going to give us any benefit. Okay. Yeah, we lose reputation. The heads are launched into the settlement. From the outside, you hear the cries and tears of the citizens when they recognize a loved one. War is merciless, and you've proven you're the most terrible of foes. Ouch. Well, we are a Viking, I suppose. I do believe we have to do what we have to do. So this will help them give up or die. We didn't get anything from that? Wow. Okay, we didn't get anything from that apart from losing some reputation. So I know now, at least, not to do that again. So, yeah. I'm unsure what the other option would have given us either. So maybe it would have given us something good, maybe it wouldn't have. And now we have yet another vassal who is going to be attacking us, and my phone is now ringing. But do attempt to ignore it as best you can. So, let us start the battle. 115 versus 146. As you see, my wound treatment is absolutely atrocious, so I have not been able to restore myself to my former glory. And Borgar is not very happy with me, that is for sure. So, we are going to have a small talk with our medic a little bit later. Do we have the medic? No. Our medic is still dead. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to restore ourselves as much as I would have liked with our first aid skill as well. That is exactly the problem. So, let us get ready. I don't want to send too many units to the front of the battle here, because we of course do have to deal with their skirmisher units. So, let's make sure we can actually get a good advantage going on here. We are outnumbered. Do bear that in mind. So, let's try to make the best of things. Whoa, they've already lost one? Why have they already lost a unit? Not entirely sure what's going on there. Oh, wow, they're actually charging us. Okay, well, I suppose that's okay. Okay, well, do bear in mind, no casualty reports, so I have no idea. I'm going to have to look at the orders screen a lot more often to see what is actually going on. And being hit for 34 damage definitely does not help. That's all I can say. Okay, let's just take a look here then. We're going to start moving around a little bit. I actually quite like not having the casualties on right now, but it kind of makes me feel a little bit blind. It makes me feel like I'm not seeing everything that I could see to help our units win the battle. But unfortunately, it also means that I'm unable to get the orders screen up as well. As you can see, I'm actually clicking on the key that gives me the orders menu, so I think I'm actually just going to be retreating right here, and we're going to be leaving. because I don't think there's anything I can do about this. We were just too low in HP, and they have already turned up to give their support. Are you really going to be that? Wow. Okay, we're going to have to pull back and leave some soldiers. Leave 4 soldiers? Whoa, only 4? That's insanely good. Okay, very nice indeed. So, let's run over this way. Yeah, we do break off the siege. Wow, why are they so fast? We don't have any pathfinding, that's why, because we're injured so badly. Okay, we're going to have to pull back. Okay, I'm going to cut away from this. This is too painful. Okay, so after having lost another 15 units after the initial 15, we lost 30 total, I was able to make it to Asgard. Now, thankfully enough, we put in all of our units to the garrison there before the morale took them to the depths of wherever they may want to go. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be selling our prisoners, of course, because, as I said, we may be making 7,000, maybe a little bit more than that. I am actually looking forward greatly to seeing what we can actually do here. Now, oh my, this is good. This is so far incredibly good, and oh wow, okay, we're going to make a little bit more than 7,000, that's for sure. What? Okay. There we go. Okay, we almost made 20,000. We made 18,000. So that is insane. That is incredibly good. So yeah, we actually have a Sphere Warrior right here. I think we might want to just take him. 7,000, why not? And I'm actually going to ask you guys, do you think we should convert to Christianity? And I know that that doesn't seem like a very Viking thing to do, but it is causing us a great deal of difficulty when it comes to enemy vassals, as they are tending not to trust us as much as they otherwise would, as you can probably see. Due to the bad word of the Christian clergyman, things are going bad for you, and your relation is going down with various factions. That's basically what's happening right now. As you see, our morale is that bad that we are losing even now. Yeah, it's very low. It is going to be increasing as time goes on, and thankfully enough, we have now restored ourselves because Asbjorn has regained consciousness, which, yeah, is always a good idea. So, yeah, let's just head back there as quickly as we can. Go back to Asgard and see what we can do. Now, we do have some Norwegian Vikings here. They are going to attempt to intercept us. They did attempt to do that when I was on my way to Bebbanburgh, but thankfully enough, I was able to get away in time. I would love to be able to recruit these guys, though, I have to say. I would love to be able to offer them a place in our army. That would be great. I'm actually thinking, should I take Caer Caradorg instead of Edinburgh? It appears as though the Kingdom of Warband vassals are a little bit more steadfast in their defense of Edinburgh because it is such a huge fief, so maybe that would be the way to go, but we'll see in just a second. I really just want to take as many units as I can, and then we will be resting here a little bit, and then heading onward. But yes, at the moment I'm a little bit worried about what we are going to be doing, because even though we really have a very good army, we're not able to fight against superior numbers very easily, so it's going to be quite tricky to be able to do this. Or is it? Is it going to be tricky? We are losing more units, of course. I really should not have taken them out of the garrison yet, but I'm impatient. We need to make sure that we can fight very, very fast. So, I think we're going to be heading to Caer Caradorg at the moment. And we'll see what we can do about besieging it. I would like to be able to... what can I do here? Can I call for a meeting with the castle commander? Maybe we could do that. No? Okay, apparently not. Not yet, anyway. So let's build these. We'll build some sanitation, should we? I don't even know whether that's worth it. Because we do lose 10 morale when we do that, which is definitely not something we wanted. Okay, so we've actually got someone attacking us right now. 261? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we might actually be able to do this. He only has 142 on the battlefield. That's actually not too bad. So, let's see. Let's see what we can do. I'm just hopeful that he doesn't have too many cavalry units. They are going to be quite painful. Although, this does appear to be a very nice battlefield for infantry. So let's see if that actually pays off. Now, what I am going to be doing right here is something that I don't usually do. But I'm going to be sending Asbjorn all the way to the edge of the map. Because he is absolutely useless if he's dead. So please, Asbjorn, go all the way back there and heal us all up once we get taken out, inevitably. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's get ready, shall we? Okay, let's get our infantry, let's get our archers, and we probably want to get our cavalry and our spearmen. I have to do all of them individually? That's not fair, is it? No, I'm going to be telling all of our units to attack shortly, but I do need to be a little bit careful about their skirmishers. As we've seen, they are very deadly towards us at least. So, what are we going to be doing here? We don't have too many skirmishers, do we? No, I don't believe so. Our skirmishers are not exactly the most prevalent in our army right now. But we are going to be telling everyone to charge in, apart from our medic, of course. And we are going to charge ourselves in and deal as much damage as we can. There we are. Whoa, that's actually a lot of damage right there. Let's take out some of their horses. And maybe not die. Maybe not die. Yes, I'm still alive. Cannot believe it. Usually I die instantly to these things, but come on, take out these guys. Oh yes, we've already taken out one. That is great. And take out that guy as well. Oh, do a little bit of damage. Ah, the enemy leader has been taken out. One of them, at least. We are charging deep into their territory right now, which is definitely not something I am too happy about. Definitely not. And they have just received reinforcements, so their skirmishers are drawing us in. We have only lost 11 units, 8 wounded, so that's not too bad. But it depends what kind of units, of course, because we do not know at the moment. We will see after the battle has concluded, however. We need to be careful of those spearmen, or shall we say those staff users. They are going to be rather tricky to get inside the hitboxes of. Oh, they're being very tricky, aren't they? Those units with the heavier armor are definitely not wanting to get taken out just yet. But we do need to make that a reality, otherwise we're gonna... Whoa, look at that guy's spear, that is huge! Whoa, okay. Definitely don't want to get on the wrong side of him, but... Yes, we have to, apparently. Yes, we do have to do a lot of damage to him. There we go, 90 damage. I do believe that took him out. And we just want to try and block as much damage as we can right now. We are within their spawn area, so this is going to not be too good, I don't believe. We are going to be losing a lot more units, unfortunately, as a result of this, but I suppose it is a means to an end, because he did decide to interrupt us, and that was his decision, so we are going to make him live with that decision, just like I am living with this right now. Oh, I thought I was going to die there, but thankfully enough, it doesn't appear as though that is the case. So, yes, we've actually now lost 28 units to death, which is definitely not great, but we do have our medic still alive, so those of us that have been knocked unconscious, which should be me in just a second, perhaps, we'll see, but... yes, we'll see whether he can restore them to full HP. And there we go, I've actually used some throwing weapons to good effect for once. Wow, that's pretty impressive. If I do say so myself. Okay, well, there it is, one enemy remains, and that is victory. About time that we've redeemed ourselves for our previous defeats. So there it is, 33 renown as well. Very nice indeed. Very nice to get back some of that. And we lost 15 spearmen, 3 freeholders, a couple of young warriors, some sphere warriors as well. But otherwise fine. Otherwise everything seems to be actually pretty good. And we do have the ability, I hope, to take many of these guys, oh yes, many of these guys prisoner. That is exactly what I wanted to see right here. Oh yeah, okay, so, as you know, our previous prisoners gave us so much money that we are going to be hopefully getting a similar amount right here. Unfortunately, I am unable to take all of these, which is exactly what I wanted. I really wanted to take all of them, but it appears as though I will be unable to, which is really sad. But that's just the way of things at the moment. We are also able to take a huge amount of loot. No! Oh, actually, wait. They don't have any battle trophies. Okay, they don't have any battle trophies, and I have already taken their most expensive stuff. I did not sell at Bebbanborough for some reason. Why did I not do that? That was a big mistake. Huh. Okay, I suppose we will abandon this siege, because I do not have the power to... Ah. Yeah. Okay, we're going to leave 7 soldiers behind, unfortunately. And we are going to be withdrawing back to Asgard. And I will be ending this episode off here, it does appear. Because, yeah, the Kingdom of Alban is surrounding us on all sides as we lose 2,200 pennies, and it appears we will need to build up a little bit more. So, yes, Viking Conquest may take a little bit of time to come back, but yes, it should be within the next week. I have been attempting to do as much progress as I can, but as life goes on, I do have a couple of other things to be doing, and unfortunately, this may take a little bit of time to get back on our feet. As you see, they are surrounding Asgard on all sides, which is not great. Not great, I gotta say, but we do have a huge amount of prisoners. I will do that on screen, and I will be selling our loot on screen as well, just to see how much money we get. And then I will be, of course, looting, leveling, and recruiting. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.